Hello everyone. Imagine sailing through the cold Atlantic waters in the early 1920s, when radios crackled weekly, storms struck without warning, and superstition ruled the seas. Now picture this. A grand, five-masted schooner, fully equipped, drifting silently near the coast of North Carolina. Its sails torn, its deck eerily empty. The crew, every last one, gone without a trace. No straggled, no distress signal, no sign of life. This is the unsolved mystery of the Carroll A. Deering, one of the strangest maritime disappearances in history. Our story begins in 1919 when the Carroll A. Deering, a massive schooner built in Bath, Maine, was launched to carry cargo across the Atlantic. It was named after the owner's son and was considered a modern marvel of its time. Strong, fast, and reliable. For years, she served well, making routine trips up and down the eastern seaboard. But in August 1920, she embarked on a voyage that would end in total mystery. The ship was captained by a man named William H. Merritt, an experienced sailor with decades at sea. Merritt planned to take the Deering from Norfolk, Virginia to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, loaded with coal. But just days before departure, Merritt fell seriously ill and had to step down. In his place, a new captain was chosen, William G. Wormel, a seasoned sailor but strict and stern in manner. The new first mate, Charles McClellan, was said to be ambitious, perhaps too ambitious. The ship left port on August 22, 1920, with a crew of 10 men, mostly from Europe. Their journey to Brazil was smooth, and by all reports, they reached Rio without incident, unloading the coal successfully. Captain Wormel met with friends and told them that his crew had been unruly during the trip. Some say he even confided that he didn't fully trust his first mate. It was a small comment that would later gain immense importance. After leaving Rio, the Deering stopped briefly in Barbados in early January 1921. There, the first mate, McClellan, went ashore and was overheard complaining bitterly about his captain. He had reportedly been arrested earlier for insubordination, but was released at Captain Wormel's request. Witnesses remembered him saying he would get even with the captain before the voyage was over. From Barbados, the Deering set sail again, heading for home in the United States. She was last officially sighted on January 28, 1921, by another ship called the SS Hewitt. After that, the trail grows cold, until 3 days later. On January 31st, the Deering was spotted by a lighthouse keeper on Cape Lookout, North Carolina. The crew on board appeared to be unfamiliar with navigation, waving their arms and behaving strangely. One man shouted that they had lost both their anchors. The lighthouse keeper noted the odd behavior and reported it, but due to poor communication in those days, the warning didn't spread fast enough. The next morning, the Carroll A. Deering was found run aground on Diamond Shoals, a dangerous stretch of sandbars off the coast, often called the graveyard of the Atlantic. When the Coast Guard arrived, they found the ship eerily deserted. The lifeboats were missing. The captain's logbook, navigation charts, and personal belongings, all gone. The galley looked like it had been prepared for a meal that no one ever ate. The only signs of life were the ship's two cats, meowing helplessly on deck. Investigators soon discovered more chilling details. The steering wheel had been smashed, the ship's rudder was broken, and the captain's quarters had been ransacked, as though someone had been searching for something or hiding a secret. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some claimed the crew had mutinied, killing the captain and escaping in the lifeboats. Others suggested the ship had been hijacked by pirates, though no valuables were missing. Then came whispers of something even stranger. Could it be connected to the Bermuda Triangle? The region where the Deering disappeared lies near the area later dubbed the Bermuda Triangle, a zone notorious for unexplained vanishings. While the term didn't exist in 1921, sailors already spoke of ships lost without a trace between Bermuda, Miami, and Puerto Rico. The Deering fit the pattern too well for comfort. The U.S. government launched one of the largest maritime investigations in its history. Agents from the Coast Guard, Navy, and FBI all took part. They examined the ship, interviewed witnesses, and followed countless theories. Some investigators believe the ship had fallen victim to rum runners, criminals smuggling alcohol during the Prohibition era. The Deering, with its cargo holds and secluded routes, might have been an easy target. But the strangest clue came months later, when another ship, the SS Hewitt, which had seen the Deering just before she vanished, also disappeared at sea with all hands lost. Two ships, in the same area, within weeks of each other. Both crews vanished. Both mysteries unsolved. Many locals in North Carolina began to believe the Deering was cursed. They claimed to see ghostly lights near Diamond Shoals, and fishermen swore they heard voices calling from the fog. One rumor said the sea had swallowed the men whole. Another suggested a secret government experiment or storm vortex had taken them. Years later, pieces of lifeboats washed up along the Outer Banks, but none gave definitive answers. The crew's bodies were never found. The sea had erased every trace of what really happened that night. Today, over a century later, the Carroll A. Deering remains one of the greatest maritime mysteries in American history. Some say mutiny. Some say pirates. Others whisper of something otherworldly. Forces of the deep, storms with minds of their own, or a ghostly fate that claimed the ship. As the sun sets over the Atlantic, the story of the Deering still drifts in the wind, haunting sailors and historians alike. The ship may be gone, but its legend sails on, a chilling reminder that sometimes the ocean keeps its secrets forever.